Yo, it's your boy Trickety Dom back at you with some more 2XKO, and I know the game is out. Honestly, bro, if I had some more character tokens, I would just be uploading a video of me playing Warwick. But gang, they dropped not only his gameplay trailer, but we got a dev overview for Warwick. And until I get my boy, until I spend that money, because I ain't gonna lie, 2XKO, you expensive. We gonna get there though. Dog, I wanted to come and check him out, bro, see what he's like. I know we can also do that in training mode in the versus mode, which I still might upload videos of that too. But without further ado, man, if you like this type of content, make sure you leave a like and a comment. Let me know how you feel about Warwick in the comment section below. How you feel about 2XKO right now, bro? I'm enjoying the game so much. Other than the monetization, bro, I'm having a good time. I just need to get my money up. That's all they telling me. That's all Riot telling me. Get your money up, broke boy. Oh man. The unhinged wrath is on. Bro, I definitely gotta get him to play game, bro. He just looks sick. Like, fighting him in game is so sick too, bro. I can't tell you how many times I've been hit by that move, bro. They ain't lying, bro. His combos be going crazy, gang. Look at that tagging, bro. I know because of how good he is at combo and freestyle fuse, for sure, go crazy with him. Yeah, bro. And it's super inspired as well, gang. Right? Look at that. That's so cool, bro. That's so freaking cool, gang. I can't lie, that's so cool. They also gave us a dev update. We gonna get right into that, man. Bro, he's so cool. I honestly just want to see how he came about. That's why we going straight into it, bro. We already know he's out. People already got their hands on him, but I just really want to see how he came about. How did they pick? They probably just picked all the characters for Arcane to actually be in the game first, which I hope really isn't the case. But a lot of the last couple characters outside of Teemo have been like straight from Zom, bro. Can we get some more characters outside of Zom? But I ain't mad at Warwick. Warwick's a good pick. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey everyone, Peter Rosas, designer on Warwick.
And I'm Steve Bankert, also champ designer on the team.
Fire.
We are talking about everyone's favorite Beastie Boy today.
He's here.
Warwick. For those uninitiated,
You designed Warwick, good job, brother. Get a raise.
Experimented on, and it became a beast. And we want to make sure that the players get to feel like that. For
I want to know how they decided to pick between the League of Legends version and the Arcane version, because they could have literally just went Arcane route on there.
What does it feel like?
But they made a conscious decision to put this version of him in the game
across to the player, or let them perform is like breaking the rules of the game, right? Just uncaging them, like allowing them to feel feral, right? We wanted players to always just
feel feral. You trying to unleash the animal in me, gang?
Unpredictable movement. Where is he gonna come from? The ground, the sky.
Make you feel like a beast.
All those things. We wanted to make sure that they were like present in his kit. So the first attack that we're gonna look at, it's called Claws of the Beast, which is standard S1. What's really cool about this move, besides it being an overhead, is that when it hits
the opponent, overhead? See, I didn't know that.
Knockdown, which you can then use to set up, follow-ups. If you hold S1, he could run for a pretty long time. During that run,
but if you hold it,
right.
Not all the way though. Not if you use Gatling gun. I ain't gonna lie.
He's no longer projectile invulnerable, so you have to time it. His next attack is called Rage of the Beast.
Yeah,
it has a similar startup to Claws of the Beast, But, you know, instead at the end, he ends with a lunging headbutt. If you use
so you can hold that too?
That gives you advantage, right? Or it lets you blow through their attack. Right.
You still get hit sort of like if you let go of the button.
Actually, like really horizontal, but you also added this nice vertical element to his game on the crouch S1.
So with his crouch S1 speed, he goes into primal leap. So that's this little flip here. And if you hold down an S1, he goes a lot further. And what's like really cool about this move is when it goes up, it does hit going up. Yeah. And then when you use primal leap, you know, he has 3 different follow-ups. The first one being pursuit, where he does a really quick diving.
Okay.
And what's really cool about that is that then that knocks up the opponent and it allows you to follow up. His next follow-up attack in the primal leap suite is
Tear. That
leaves
you on ground bounce.
Ground bounces the opponent, it hits in the front, but as you can see, it kind of like hovers in the air ever so slightly.
So you can still hit him.
The cross up is nasty.
And it crosses up, right? So it's kind of hard to block, which is really interesting. And then on top of that, it's plus on block. So if the opponent blocks it, you know, you could use this as a way to kind of keep up pressure. And then for those opponents who are too defensive, you want to go ahead and use snare, right? Just because that
I don't see a lot of people use the heavy version.
It's a command throw, yes.
Nice.
So you can't block it. What's really cool is if you're using either Rage of the Beast or Claws of the Beast, right? You could cancel that by pressing up and getting a primal leap cancel out of that, thereby adding another layer to your offensive.
Wow.
One of the things that's really cool about it, you get the opponent to the corner pretty nicely, and then once the opponent's in the corner, that's typically like a safer space you could be in, right? You can't really get crossed up in the corner.
Right. I'm actually not mad at that, bro.
No safe spaces against him. And to that point, you know, we added the primal climb where he gets to cling onto the
you can hear the claws as he slides down, bro. That's so sick.
Kind of primal.
It's a sick little detail, game.
Like enhanced. They're much stronger from the corner, right? So when he does pursuit and it hits, you know, the opponent is launched and they spin out.
So even if you are on the wall, you can
M attack, you know, you see it's a little bit different.
Right.
He's doing a new attack called Rend, which, you know, can ground bounce an airborne
opponent,
but against a standing opponent, it leaves them standing with a lot of hit stuns. And then
Great job.
He also has
Great job.
Snare from
I hope this man got a raise. It gets me excited to see what other champs they do, because like, dang, you had Yasuo, Jinx, like you had your standard character, even Echo, you have your standard characters, 2-armed leg. This gets me excited for more of those beasts that are in League of Legends, those creatures that, bro, these aren't your 2-arm, 2 hands, 2 feet characters. These are your really weird characters that are gonna do special. I want to see what they can do with some of those.
The other awesome thing is, you know, once again, if you press the charged version of Primal Leap, he'll go into Primal Climb automatically.
And that's cool too, the way the offense sort of develops based on the opponent's tendencies. You can condition in certain ways if you want to.
So if you really just gauging your opponent with his moves, bro.
There's an attack called Feral Fang, where he kind of drops down on the opponent after jumping forward. You know, it's a series of like slash and bites. And what's really cool about this attack is, you know, it kind of sets up nicely for some of his grounded follow-ups. His S2 is an attack called Savage Slashes, right? So pressing S2, he does 2 slash. Pressing S2 again, he'll do a 3rd slash, and then pressing S2 one more time, he does a 4th slash.
Nice,
right?
nice.
And what's really
kind of
awesome
like
about this is just,
a little bit.
It's on the player to kind of input those slashes as they see fit. They get to feel.
You could probably stop halfway through and change it to something else, maybe, depending on the combo.
It's called Bloodseeker. So this move is, you know, it functions kind of like a really strong anti-air, right? This is the only kind of attack that is pretty much anti-air invulnerable after the start of it, all the way through the attack. So, you know, when you think of like anti-air attacks in our games, we have our launchers, but these are only invulnerable for a few frames, whereas Crouch S2 for Warwick is invulnerable like the whole time.
Right.
That's by design. That's part of Warwick's catch and release gameplay. You want to use S1 to pursue the opponent and use S2 to viciously maul them, but at the same time, once you do that, you knock them away. And then his aerial S2 is his spinning slicers.
So wait, if you can get him in the air, you could probably press it again too.
Savage Slashes, he has like this additional slash that you
get
to input as the player. So you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But as you can see, like when you do it, you do knock the opponent away. So there is a trade-off. His last attack on his S2 suite is his forward in S2 called Feral Bite. And this is where he kind of like rears back and he picks the opponent and tosses them over his head, you know? What's really cool about this move is that you can like cancel the recovery of the move. This move is essential because, you know, you can do it after his air S1, you could do it after his sweep, you can do it after any like real opportunity where you knock the opponent down. That's an opportunity to use Feral Bite. There's 3 areas of like Warwick's design that we were trying to like really hit.
Talk
so
to
S1
me.
is all about the pursuit, right? It's all about the hunt. So S2, it's all about the players getting to feel that like power transfer, you know, when you're like tearing up an opponent. And the last one was just uncaging the player, right? Like just allowing them to go fully feral. As Warwick,
He keeps saying feral,
S2
bro.
attacks, which you know you can see here, he's building up the bloodlust gauge. And then once it's full, you'll see him go into this bloodlust state. When you go into bloodlust, you know, Warwick just becomes that much more enhanced. His dashes speed up.
Yeah, it's like across the board, too.
Right?
Like speed, power, like he...
Exactly, right? He gains 2 new specials. He's able to recover his gray health whenever he does his S2 attacks.
I didn't know that.
Slowly.
It's a good chunk.
Yeah, it's slowly.
It ain't like
As I
Tekken
mentioned, he
levels,
has
but
some new
okay.
specials that get added, right? So he loses Rage of the Beast,
Yeah.
but instead gains a new move called Wrath of the Beast, where he does this crazy, quick forward translating slash. And what's really cool about that is that move is still projectile.
Whoa.
And it causes a wall bounce. It does crazy damage. And then if you're close enough, it crosses up at the last second.
That's sick.
That's where it gets.
That's
where it
sick.
gets
So you gotta really.
unpredictable,
Oh
really
yeah,
scary.
no.
Then the other new attack that he gains is an upgraded version of Feral Bite. He gains a new attack called Feral Feast.
Yeah.
So check it out.
That's on the 4S too.
Yeah, it's on forward S2.
Oh yeah, the extra model.
Can you?
Yeah,
that's
right.
pretty sweet.
And you know, other thing that's really cool about that is that, you know, when he connects that, when the opponent has recoverable life, he takes it all away. In
Oh,
addition to
I
the
straight up
damage.
did not know about that.
You're like,
yeah,
oh,
that's,
wait.
Wow,
Wait,
what? So even if I got gray
you don't
life,
lose
you
the
just
corner
take that
carry.
away?
So, you know,
That's huge.
The other really
You
cool
can probably
thing, and
combo
this is
after that
kind of
though,
like
right?
What really is at the heart of Bloodlust. You could cancel certain specials into certain specials.
Yeah, it's good.
What that means is that you could cancel his Bloodseeker into a Feral Fang.
Only in
You
feral
could
state
cancel
though.
his Mid Slashes into a Wrath of the Beast.
Oh,
Another thing that he gains,
I
an
need
aerial version
him.
of
I
Primal
need
Leap
him. What?
that he doesn't have normally.
He's
So
crazy,
when you're
gay.
attacking the opponent and they're blocking, you can use this as a way to kind of break their defense.
You're right.
So we just wanted to make sure that, you know, players just had
Bro,
options. and they were
yeah,
able to
y'all
kind
did a
of
great
utilize
job,
the
bro.
combos the way they wanted.
As you're doing these cancels, you're like spending, like the gauge it depletes like fairly slowly on its own. But if you want to access the power, you got to spend some of it looks like.
That was our way to ensure that this didn't become like grossly imbalanced. The way that we kind of did that was ensuring, you know, his new moves, they do take up some of that bloodlust gauge. There is a cost to using them because they're so strong. It's also whenever you cancel, there is
they are
also a
strong.
cost associated with that. He's giving up, you know, some of his bloodlust gauge to break the rules of the game. And that's what's awesome. You know, the player gets to choose the routes.
So
to
probably
maximize the bloodlust gauge. We wanna talk
going
about
super into
Yeah, let's go for
or
it.
his
special
S1
into
super,
special.
You know, it falls in line with the idea of pursuing.
It's probably
Right? Takes a leap back,
taking away that gauge.
flies towards the opponent, uses his agility, slashes them a ton of times.
Kind of
and then
like
brings
heat
them down
mode
to
in
the ground.
Tekken.
And that's our take on Infinite Duress
Yes,
for like the
exactly.
2XKO version.
And what's really cool about this super too is that it's one of the few that can be done in the air. It also tracks.
Oh yeah, I can jump and show that off,
Yeah.
too.
So it's gonna like follow. It's gonna predict where Jinx will be, and
Yeah.
it'll like land it and like hit her. You know, if you use it in double down, it's just like really easy for kind of Warwick to kind of capitalize because he could kind of reach from anywhere. So it makes him a pretty strong partner in that regard.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, so it's S2 super, no escape. What's really cool about that is, you know, he does a bunch of slashes. Kind of in
Man,
line with
leaves
that
you with no-
feeling of,
nah,
the
he
S2
got
slash
recoverable
savage slashes,
health.
right?
It's like the ultimate form of the S2.
Exactly.
Does it fill
But
up
what's
the
really cool
gauge a
about that,
lot?
too, is that, you know, it fills up the bloodlust gauge.
I'm on to
So using
say.
this at the end
Oh
of a combo,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
like
You
it
really
gives
want to
about
use
like
those
40%,
when
so
you're
then
not
if
in
we're doing it
bloodlust.
after the savage slashes, You know,
Ming. Oh yeah, now you about a quarter of the way through it. Oh yeah.
And then his ultimate attack, one of the coolest in the game.
So sick.
Yeah, he got the best ult. I ain't gonna lie. He got the best ult. I feel like it fully embodies his character, bro. He definitely got the best ult.
Following the trail.
Yeah, so you get the whole fantasy of like going through the streets is on.
Yeah, and what's like also super cool about this attack is that, you know,
I ain't going through the streets is on if he down there.
Another really cool thing about it is that if you aren't in a bloodlust, it will instantly put you into it.
It's like a conversion.
The special?
Right? Turn all the
That's lit.
and going right into bloodlust and dealing a ton of damage.
Right, and it's expensive, mind you. It's like not that.
Granted, you gotta get a level 3.
Bars to get
Yeah.
there, you're cashing out. For those of you who were wondering, like, well,
But if you run him in jug or something,
it's a benefit. Like, why
it
would
doesn't.
I even
It
do
probably
damage? Well, you know,
restarts
our
the
homage
meter,
to
maybe.
Lee, right? Is that we let Warwick heal. Like, he's like the only character that can do that. When you hit the ultimate, you can see that he actually gains back life.
Yeah, it's a big chunk.
Yeah, it's a big chunk. He becomes like this force that's just kind of un-KO, unstoppable. So he has 2 assists. His first one is an assist version of Rage of the Beast. That's his forward and assist. What I think's so good about that is that it's like really cool at like knocking the opponent away and just being annoying, right? If you team up Warwick with somebody like Teemo,
it probably works like
Jinx, right? Like,
that gives me all the space to just start.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Like if I'm like flying around with Teemo, just kind of being annoying, boom, I knock you away, and then I just start throwing more rocks, right? Like shooting more pebbles at you, right?
I'm seeing this scenario in my nightmares.
Like, oh no, don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas. You know? That to me is what's awesome about like using that assist, right? You can plug him in as also like a damage extender. Yeah, you could pick up off of it. It's like the timing is tight, but you could do it. And that allows you to kind of like, you know, let Warwick come in. He could get some blood gauge, you know, that kind of thing. What's also awesome when Warwick is used as an assist is that when he's off of the screen, he doesn't lose bloodlust gauge.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about.
That's
like, always
cool.
keeping him on point.
Exactly. So cool. You know, if you like, you know, get a little bit of the bloodlust gauge and then tag him back out, it'll stay.
Does his tag change if he's in?
Assist, he does an assist
Probably not.
Bloodseeker.
Okay.
You could use Warwick to pick him back up to extend the combo. You know,
That's
and then
sick.
also, once again, it's also good at creating space, kind of knocking the.
He probably
away.
works really.
So like,
bro, I just got a combo in my head with Jinx, bro.
Can command the skies.
Stop it.
If you're able to
Stop
knock
it.
him
I got
out,
ideas already. You could probably pick that
So
up.
super assist is basically no escape. Yep. And
does that build his bloodlust gauge even if he off?
Strongest super assist, you know.
No bias.
He's definitely one of the strongest hard-hitting characters.
So, yeah, we talked a ton about just like his different strengths, sort of like philosophy, how he got there. But what about if you're playing against Warwick and you're like, man, what do I do against this guy? What are like some weaknesses you should keep on the brain?
Thing about Warwick is that he is a bigger champ. It's like he can get hit by buttons that are kind of thrown out because he has like some bigger hurt boxes with his attacks as well. Like he could get punished if your spacing is incorrect. We wanted to make sure that there was counterplay to all of his attacks, right? So if your opponent is like highly aware of Warwick's kit, then you have to kind of surprise them. We wanted to make sure that while Warwick did feel scary, like he doesn't feel there's no counterplay to him. You know, for all of Warwick's strengths and everything, he does need to get up close for him to like really strike fear into the opponent.
So on a team then, it sounds like you really want to pair someone up with Warwick who's going to cover these weaknesses for him. Who do you feel like is like a strong fit for that on the roster right now?
So I think that, like, you know, once
Teemo
again,
and Jinx
is very helpful. Her
I'm about to say Teemo and Jinx
kind of cover him and allows him a way in. Another champion that I was using recently that I think is pretty fun is like Teemo. Any character that could kind of like help Warwick get more bloodlust gauge, I think is also a great fit.
I feel like we've covered a really good like breadth of the kit. You got any like tech or combos you want to show off?
Yes, I'm using a character that you could consider a combo fiend, right? Yeah. So here's one for the viewers.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Let's go.
Let's go first try.
He did it? Oh, wow. That's actually crazy.
that was just like one combo that I showed you with different kind of cancel routes and specials being used. I mean, I'm really excited to see.
I don't even think he used an assist either.
And the routes that you guys choose. And it's so awesome to be able to work on Warwick and just like be able to kind of represent that viciousness and virality and all of that, and now give that to the players and see what they end up finding.
You never really know how it's going to turn out until players get their hands on it, but we're all really excited about Warwick, and yeah, we can't wait for y'all to try him.
All right, and that's Warwick in a nutshell. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and don't forget, Warwick is on the hunt in early access. You can play 2xKO for free now on PC.
We'll see you soon.
All right, man. I ain't gonna lie, gang. Warwick looks so sick. He looks so sick, bro. I need the character, bro. I need him, dog. I'm gonna get my money up, Riot. I promise that. I'll get my money up. I'm gonna get them arcane skins too. I know. Don't look at me like the problem if you see in this video. We all want them. What you willing to do for it? If I gotta go put in some extra work, gang, I'm gonna go put in some extra work, bro. I'm gonna go get my skins, bro. Y'all not about to peer pressure me and tell me not to get my skins. Without further ado, man, it's been your boy Tricky the Die. Let me know how y'all feel about the game. Let me know how you feel about Warwick. How you enjoying it so far? Without further ado, it's been your boy Tricky the Die. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.